horror and a wave of indignation around the world for the massacre of Bucha, a suburb on the outskirts of Kiev, where the corpses of at least 20 men, civilians. Some of them with their hands tied behind their backs with rags and a gunshot to the back of the head. The mayor of the town northwest of Kiev, Anatoly Fedoruk, denounced that the killed civilians were treated inhumanly by the Russians and the presence of at least 280 other lifeless bodies in mass graves in the city. These people were not military. They had no weapons. They did not pose a threat. How many cases like these are there in the occupied territories? Wrote the advisor to the president, Mihailo Podolyak. The Russian military, the inhabitants of Bucha cited by the BBC testify, broke down the doors of the houses abandoned by the Ukrainians who had fled. The bodies of 57 people were found in a mass grave. This was reported by the head of local relief, Serhiy Kaplikny, according to reports from the broadcaster BFM TV. Here, in this pit, 57 people are buried, said Serhiy Kaplikny, who organized the recovery of the bodies. Russia is worse than ISIS, the Ukrainian foreign minister said. Dmytro Kuleba, interviewed by the Times UK radio station, asking for an international criminal court mission to Bucha to gather evidence on war crimes perpetrated by the Russians. It is urgent that the International Criminal Court and other organizations send missions to Bucha and other liberated towns and villages in the Kiev region to work with the Ukrainian police in collecting all possible evidence of Russian war crimes. Today I will talk in particular about those crimes against humanity committed by the Russian army in Bucha, Irpin, Hostomel, so that the international community pays attention. Among the people who died there are raped women that the Russians tried to burn, representatives of the local government, children, the elderly, men. In many cases their bodies were found with their hands tied. They also show signs of torture and were killed with a blow to the head, he wrote on the official Telegram channel. Olkazai Arestofich, advisor to President Zelensky's office. We have already talked enough about the looting of electronic goods, jewelry and so on. All of this will be considered by both the Ukrainian prosecutor and the international courts. I do not give any more news for today. The world must realize what happened in Bucha, Irpin, Hostomel. And unfortunately I also believe in other Ukrainian cities, where the situation is not better. But we conclude, we will do everything to find and punish the criminals.